Okay, ladies, let me give y'all this message real quick. And first, I want to say this. I really debated on if I should say something or if I shouldn't. So I had this dream at about 3:45 to about 4:15, 4:30. I remember the Holy Spirit waking me up specifically at 3:20 and telling me to pay attention for what he was going to show me. I saw a group of women. In this group of women, they were mixed ages. They could be people, women in their like late teenage years, 20s, on up to 60s. These women were acting as if they were a chemist, coming up with a potion or some sort of ritual so that a person could touch something and touch something. Remember how anthrax was going around bad one year, it's many years ago, and people was catching anthrax through the mail and it was causing them, harm. Well, they're in this kitchen. I saw them in this kitchen, like trying to literally cook up something to send to a person so that they could contract something deadly. It was a disease. It was so disturbing. And I'm going to explain. I normally don't explain my encounters, but I want to explain to you how the Holy Spirit allowed me to see it and experience, because I want to get y'all feedback. The Holy Spirit woke me up. That's not abnormal, that part. He woke me up and told me to pay attention. I'm going to allow you to see something. And you know how the Holy Spirit will pull you up like really high so you can look down? I'm not saying I'm Superman or Superwoman, but you know how Superman flies with the cape and he could see over the city? He pulled me up really high. It was exceptionally high. And he showed me these women. And that's what they were doing. This is the thing though. Ladies, men were around these women. The men that were around these women looked very peculiar, strange, weird, unordinary. I could smell the smell. I had like a off smell in my nose as I watched them. And when the Holy Spirit, and that's all he showed me. And when he showed that to me, and it was a good little bit of women. It wasn't like a little bit of women. It was a lot. And it was a significant amount of men. I did not see, like, I couldn't tell exactly what location they were in, but because it was like on the inside, it looked like they were almost in like a lab or something like that. But they have a person in mind that they want to infect with some sort of disease. They want to make somebody sick. So after that encounter, I asked the Holy Spirit, well, what was it? What's this for? What does this mean? And he said, put it out on the channel. I didn't have time because I have a slight urgency. Nothing bad, nothing bad. But I had a slight urgency with family, so I had to tend to this, and I'm just not getting a chance to kind of, sit down for a second and put this message out. I don't really know what to make of it, but he told me to tell us that us. I'm gonna say us, because even though when I feel led and when I'm told to say something to the collective, I always take heed to it my own self. In case you never knew that, I really do. That thing disturbed me because these women, I'm telling you, when I say cooking up, I mean cooking up. Let me say something too. Ladies, I just want to say, if you ever happen to be in a third party, or not even a third party, somebody does not like you. If you have a child or children, then guess what? They don't like your child or children either. Because one thing the Holy Spirit did show me very clearly, people these people looking at people's children. When people don't like you, they will try to make your child or children a target. One thing about them treacherous third parties, and these men and women, because I can't say if it's men doing it for the women or the women doing it for the men. But one thing I will say is these people have no boundaries. Sometimes folk don't have no boundaries. But they look sadistically wicked, sadistically evil. And it's almost like the men were zombies around them. So I just want to put that out. I'm not going to be up here long because I want to get y'all feedback and see, what do y'all think the dream means? Like, what's the Holy Spirit speaking to you? Now, I clearly know somebody cooking up something, but I'm telling you, and it was so clear, like, see how you see my hands? You can see my nails? It was clear just like that. That's just how good I could see them. I could even see hair, skin tone, skin complexion, eyes, noses. It was just that clear. But he had me up really, really, really high. It's exceptionally high. So I'm going to leave that there. And I just want to say, be careful. Nothing is about fear mongering. Everything is about forewarning and taking precautions. I think sometimes with men, though, ladies, just honestly and respectfully saying, I think men, whether they're desensitized or just dismissed, they dismiss certain things about women, or maybe even sometimes people in general, and they don't think that a woman or women will do evil, harsh, wicked, or sadistic things to them and or their child or children if given the opportunity. I think men dismiss stuff like that. But I'm telling you, they want to put something they cooking up to make somebody sick. How they gonna get it to them, I don't know. Because what I could see is a person could either touch it and get something, or eat it and maybe get something. Okay, let's leave it there so this won't be too long and y'all can leave your comments. Peace and blessings, great day. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Namaste.